Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have quite a few movie reviews for you guys. Some good, some not so good, some couple of rewatches. 14 total here. I got a TV series in here, two TV series in here as well. So first one up is a classic that I have seen before, but it's been such a long time I wanted to revisit it, and that is Martin Scorsese's Cape Fear. I hate how it says from the director of The Departed, this is like a re-release version of the film around the time that came out. This one really needs a 4K. Universal needs to step it up. Hopefully they do. This is from 1991. This is actually a remake. I forget when year the first film was made. But it's kind of funny because two of the actors in the original are actually in this one as well. Robert Meacham and Gregory Peck. Basically, it's about Robert De Niro's character. He was put in jail. What did he do? I forget what exactly he did. But he was in there for 14 years. They released him. Now he wants to get revenge on his... It's his attorney that he wants to get revenge on, and he gets entangled with his wife and child as well. So really good performances in here from De Niro, Nick Nolte, Jessica Lange, Juliette Lewis plays the daughter. Can't go wrong with her. So really fun thriller from the early 90s, and I think Scorsese's parents are in here as well. They do like small roles in the film, so that was pretty cool. Really enjoyed that one. Next one here is a pretty brutal film, kind of depressing to say the least. This is it's an Adrian Lyne film from 1990, and that is Jacob's Ladder. Basically, it's about Tim Robbins' character. He plays a Vietnam vet. He has PTSD, and he's haunted by the memories of war and the death of his young son. His young son, the actor that plays his son, is not credited in the film whatsoever, which is kind of silly because it's Macaulay Culkin. He does not speak in the film. You just see him in flashbacks. So I thought that was interesting. This is a really like trippy film too, because he sees things that are not actually happening, and yeah, it's pretty brutal. But I enjoyed this one. It's from the director of Fatal Attraction. So if you guys liked Fatal Attraction, totally different kind of film, but you'll probably enjoy this movie. I know there's a better version out there from, I think, Imprint, if I'm not mistaken, or at least via Vision, because this one is just your basic Blu-ray, no interior artwork. And there's a making of featurette on here. There's a commentary with the director, deleted scenes, and a trailer. So at least you get some special features on this. But I think Lionsgate should put out a steelbook for this one. Next up are two movies that I watched. My mom and I watched these together. I enjoyed both. I think she enjoyed both as well. First one here, we watched Five Nights at Freddy's. Not great. I wish there was more death, more blood, but you know, of course it's PG-13 because it's geared toward kids who play the video game. I'm not totally familiar with the video game, but you know, I enjoyed it overall, but it could have been a little bit better. It's the whole animatronic thing. We've seen that before quite a few times over the years. Banana Splits movie, Willy's Wonderland come to mind. Yeah, not terrible, but not what I was expecting. But Matthew Lillard's in here. Thought that was pretty cool. It's got a nice slipcover on it. It's embossed. Same artwork underneath though. So I did watch the some of the behind the featurettes on here. Those were kind of interesting as well. So you know, I enjoyed it overall. A couple couple complaints here and there, but overall, pretty decent. This one was really funny. So it's not exactly a biopic on Weird Al, but some of it's true, some of it's really like over the top, like it didn't happen. Daniel Radcliffe does a great job playing Weird Al in this film. What's his name? Rainn Wilson plays Dr. Demento. That was pretty cool. Weird Al's actually in here. He plays one of the producers from, I think it's one of the Scotty brothers, the producers that went on to sign him to his record label back in the day. Pretty funny to see him in his own movie. So yeah, really over the top. Basically, it ties in. He has a relationship with Madonna, and she's tied to the mob, and she assassinates him in the movie, but it's totally fake. So really enjoyed that one. You guys check it out, and I think you guys would enjoy it. Oh, this one was very interesting. I enjoyed this movie overall, but it's kind of has its cringe moments. But this is I think it's from 2003. It's I want to say it's from, they filmed it up in the New England area. I forget which state it's from though. I don't know, you can tell by the way they speak that they're from the New England area. This is What Alice Found. Basically, it's about this girl, Alice, played by Emily Grace, which I looked her up. She doesn't really have a whole lot of filmography, which is sad because she did a really good job in this film. Basically, she's fed up with her life. She works at a dead-end job, and her mother's embarrasses her more than she doesn't. So she takes her car and heads down to Florida to be with her best friend who's going to college down there, and things go horribly wrong on the way down. Her car breaks down. Well, let's say before that, some people mess with her car. You don't know for sure if it's these idiots that she saw on the road, like trying to get her attention, catcalling her or whatnot. And then this couple played by Judith Ivey and Bill Raymond, I guess swoop in to rescue her, but it's not what you think it is. And then they pretty much, they say, "Oh, don't worry about it. We'll take you down to Florida. We're heading that way anyway," which isn't exactly true. Basically, what they do is they abduct her. They take her in as their own daughter, and it's very strange. And then they get into a little bit of prostitution. This is also kind of cringy. Yes, there is nudity in here, and there's full frontal male and female nudity in this film. But I enjoyed it overall. I might actually watch it again. I'm not sure though, but I really enjoyed Emily Grace's performance in this. So, yeah. Oof. Got some SRS cinema in here, and I thought I was going to enjoy this film, but I kind of did not. Overall, I did not. There was maybe the last 10 minutes of the film I enjoyed, but this is a film called Woke. It's kind of, you'd think it's going to be like Nope, but it's like a hard nope from a lot of people. Basically, it says it's in the tradition of Invasion of the Body Snatchers and disturbing behavior, but that's kind of a stretch. So it's about this girl, Claire, played by Anna Clary. This girl right here. she recently lost her mother, and there's something going on in her neighborhood when her neighbor, who's very into like this network that's kind of like Fox News, brainwashing him, and you know, it's very cliche because this girl has, you know, her friends, one's a lesbian, one's gay, or yeah, one's lesbian, one's is she's got a lesbian group best friend. She's got you know, the you know, typical gay guy, and then the best friend who's interested in her. Basically, they all get together and try to take on aliens, I guess. I don't know. This movie wasn't that really well thought out, but there is a cool scene at the end of the film involving aliens, so that was pretty much the only thing I enjoyed about this film. But yeah, do I recommend this film? No. It was only 71 minutes, but it definitely seemed a lot longer than that. So I did watch some of the behind the scenes stuff. It was okay, but it said they had fun making the film, which is awesome, but I don't think I'd watch it again. So okay, I got some stuff to talk about this. I only watched, I think, 2 episodes of this Goosebumps reboot. First of all, this is a custom-made MOD bootleg, if you will. Really good quality. I had no issues with it. Really, it looks really nice. It looks exactly like it does on Hulu. So no problems there. Is it like the original? No, it's not. What they do is they made, I think, 10 episodes. Each episode, they're based on the books, but they're totally different than what we read when we were kids. They tie in each episode to each story, so everything has same characters, just going from story to story, and it's all linked together, which is okay, cool. It's modernized into the, you know, 21st century. Justin Long is in here. He plays an English teacher, and these other actors, I don't really know who they are, to be honest. It's not bad. I thought it was okay, but I didn't finish watching it, but I will over time. So, do I like it as much as the original? No, but I'm glad to see it for today's youth can watch that. This was another rewatch, but I can't get enough of this film. I really enjoyed this film. So we have Can't Hardly Wait. I wish they had released a 25th anniversary edition last year, but they Sony did not. I hope they can put this on 4K at some point, because this is a 2008 re-release, so it really needs some upgrading for sure. But if you guys haven't seen this, I highly recommend it. So it takes place on graduation day at Huntington Hills High School. You get all these actors at the time were, you know, popular, but they're getting into their careers. Ethan Embry, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Seth Green, Peter Fasinelli, Lauren Ambrose, and Charlie Corsmo, to name a few. There are a lot of other people in this film that some of them are actually uncredited from what I looked at when I saw, like Melissa Joan Hart's in here. She wasn't credited. The one chick from The Faculty was in here. Do I have mine? No, I don't. The one that played Stokely, she was in here too for a very short second, and again, did not credit her. So yeah, really cool. You know, it's into high school before we go to college type party movie. I enjoyed that one. Seth Green is always hilarious, and Ethan Embry. I really enjoy Ethan Embry as an actor as well. Next one here is a independent horror film that I thought it was. It didn't really keep my interest. I do enjoy The Cryptid. This is The Return of the Mothman. The visual effects on the Mothman were pretty cool, but the acting itself was very wooden, if you will. So, yeah, I might rewatch it, I don't know, but I might just pass it on to someone who enjoys the Mothman. So, it does take place in West Virginia. It says it's based on the novel by Michael Nost, who is I guess, local in that area, the West Virginia area, where the Mothman was sighted in the late 60s. So I got it for cheap on Amazon, so I know it's still out there. I'm not sure if it's the same price or not, but if you guys are interested, look it up. But I didn't like the acting. The next two, I think, are just random things I just threw on before I went to bed. Actually, this was when I went to bed. This one was a day where I was cleaning out my closets, donating some clothes. So I watched most of this. This is like a 2.5 hour, a little more than 2.5 hours of the live Saturday Night Live 25th anniversary special. Really cool. You see a lot of, the old stand-up comedians from back in the day when they first started, through the 90s, because this was released in 99. Bill Murray is basically is the one that hosted the whole thing, and then Dan Aykroyd as well. But you get a bunch of people from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I don't want to name everybody on the back here, but you get the gist of it. So there's your list of people here. Yeah, they did go a little bit into Chris Farley as well, but I know this was filmed right after he passed away, so that was touching. But yeah, not a whole lot to go off here because it's just a blank disc. But I found this at a thrift store around here for like $1, so it was definitely worth it. You do get a couple live performances on here from Beastie Boys with Elvis Costello, Eurythmics, and Al Green. So I enjoyed that. Really did. Really cool. Brought back memories of watching SNL reruns in the early 2000s. I threw this on when I was cleaning up my closets, getting rid of some clothing I don't wear anymore. I threw on the best of Unsolved Mysteries. Specifically, I put on this bonus disc of Treasures and Ghosts, which is it says new segments never before available on DVD. As of, what year was this released? 2006. So it's been a while. So really enjoy that series. I think a lot of people do. Hearing Robert Stack's voice, rest in peace. This was a very short film. I think it was like 20 minutes. It was okay. It was kind of creepy, but I don't think I'm going to keep it in my collection. This is a film called Murder House, short film called Murder House. This was directed by Richard Chismar and Billy Chismar, so I guess the Chismar brothers. Kind of has, vibes of Amityville and other houses where people were murdered in. This actually takes place in Edgewood, Maryland, which is, I believe, it's a suburb of Baltimore, which roughly it's under 2 hours away from here. So, yeah, just very creepy. I did enjoy how the dark house and the shots in the house were pretty dark, but you could still see them. So the lighting was pretty awesome in this short film. The acting was okay. But yeah, Murder House. I got that at a convention. I really enjoyed this one. I vaguely remember it from, was it 2002, but I don't think I ever actually watched it. But I own the soundtrack, which was interesting. This is the new guy, director's cut. It does not have the theatrical cut on here. I'm gonna have to hunt that down, but there is no Blu-ray of this, so Sony, let's try to release that if possible. Basically, this is your typical another high school comedy. DJ Qualls is the lead character in this film. Eddie Griffin's in here. Eliza Dushku and Zoe Deschanel are in here. Lyle Lovett's in here. He plays his dad, which is very strange, to my opinion, because I know he did act a little bit, but to me, he's more of a musician. This is from the director of There's Something About Mary. No, he was the co-writer of There's Something About Mary. He actually directed this film. So, anyway, basically, DJ Qualls' character is picked on a lot in his high school when he's a junior. So he transfers to another school, and he changes his image and changes his name and everything. Tries to be the cool kid, and then later down the line, he's exposed for being the nerd that he was at the other high school by the jocks, and which is kind of funny because they like poke fun at him and all, but everybody's more accepting to him than they are with the jocks, because the jocks are a-holes, and yeah, so there's quite a few like cameos in this film. I think, if I remember correctly, what's his name is in here. Drawing a blank here. There's quite a few cameos throughout the film in here. Names can't come to mind right now, but if I think about it, I'll let you know for the next 2 minutes, because I'm on the last title here, which is Piranha, another rewatch. Watched this yesterday morning. Still holds up overall. It is kind of cheesy. It was filmed in the late 70s. Basically, it's about generic research experiment on piranhas go wrong, and they start, attacking humans, feasting on their bodies when they're swimming, and it's really bloody and fun. There's a 4K out there. I never upgraded, but I'm happy with the Blu-ray, with the packet, and I think there's reversible cover art in here as well. So that is it, guys. That's everything I've watched over the last like 3 weeks, maybe 2.5. I don't know. So let me know what you guys think of any of these titles I went over today. If you liked them, if you didn't like them, if you want to check them out. And I will catch you guys really soon, because I just picked up a lot on Hamilton Books drop last night. Picked up, I think, 23 titles. Yeah, I know it's I haven't done that in a while, but since, stores aren't really carrying media as much anymore, and it's been pretty light year so far, I figured it's okay once in a while, right? All right, guys, take care. I'll see you guys later. Bye.